So this is a harrowing tale of a family butchered in their own home, a place where you are supposed to feel safe and where you leave the troubles of the world on your doorstep. It does not bear thinking about the sheer devastation and the turmoil that this poor family would have gone through during this wicked and this savage attack. And even as a cop of 30 years service, this one deeply saddened me, as it was just a normal family living a normal suburban life and just going about their daily business. This story is about a vicious and barbaric bloodbath, a family butchered and a house in flames. Just so tragic. In July 2007, two paroled burglars, Joshua Komajewski and Stephen Hayes, now known as Linda Hayes, targeted the family when Jennifer and her 17-year-old daughter Hayley were at a grocery store where they just picked up food for a family dinner that young Michaela had planned to prepare. During their trip to the grocery store, Komajewski noticed them and took an interest in what they were doing and proceeded to follow them home, enlisting the help of his accomplice Hayes. And the most devastating and horrific crime was about to be committed on a poor and helpless family who were just going about their normal lives. Now, the two perpetrators later broke in and at first initially planned only to rob the house. But once inside, Hayes and Komajewski then brutally tortured and murdered Jennifer Hawk Petit and her two daughters, 17-year-old Hayley Petit and 11-year-old Michaela Petit, in their Cheshire, Connecticut home. The father, Dr. William Petit, was severely injured but managed to escape with his life before the perpetrators then burned the house down to the ground. It was revealed that upon entering the Petit's home, Komajewski beat William with a baseball bat and the pair restrained him in the basement. Hawk Petit and her daughters were then also restrained as well. Hayes later kidnapped Jennifer Hawk Petit and forced her to withdraw money at a bank, where Hawk Petit informed the bank teller that two men were holding her family hostage in their home and threatening to kill them all, with the bank's surveillance cameras capturing this transaction. The bank manager called 911 and reported the situation to the police while Hawk Petit was still with the teller. Now, further surveillance footage from a petrol station also showed Hayes purchasing $10 worth of petrol in 2 cans that had been taken from the Petit home. After returning to the home, Hayes raped Hawk Petit and strangled her to death. Komajewski raped 11-year-old Michaela and even photographed the assault and rape on his cell phone. The home invasion had lasted 7 hours, and the brutal assailants then decided to burn down the house to destroy any forensic evidence. The home invasion had lasted 7 hours, and the brutal assailants then decided to burn down the house to destroy any forensic evidence. With Hayley and Michaela tied to their beds, the invaders doused them and the house with petrol and set it on fire, leaving them to die. Hayley and her 11-year-old sister Michaela died through smoke inhalation as they were tied to their beds, and Jennifer died through strangulation. Details of the crime are shockingly unbearable, as it was revealed that police were aware that the family were being held as hostages but had spent too long securing the street rather than entering the home to help the family without revealing their presence. Hayes and Komajewski fled the scene in the Petit family car but were immediately spotted by police surveillance, pursued and arrested 1 block away after crashing into a police car. The killers were later sentenced to death, which was then changed to life imprisonment as Connecticut abolished capital punishment in 2012. This was a brutal and savage story of how the life of a poor and innocent family was crushed in an instant. And I have no words, just horrific, deeply tragic, and one of the most disturbing ones I've spoken about on this channel.